Hello, hello. Hi, guys. Oh my gosh, we got Eric in the chat. Hello. We got Ryan, Jonathan. Hello, guys. Oh my gosh, I have missed streaming so much. Let me actually fix my lighting situation here. I have been extremely busy and out of the loop lately because, well, for the last like 6 months because I've been, well, starting in like December, I was snowboarding all the time, and that took up about 20 hours a week because I went every day that they were open for almost the entire time they were open. It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot of new tricks. I did a lot of new skills. Thank you so much for joining. I am going to be working on the shading and lighting on this drawing because I just feel like that's something I don't really do a lot on stream. Not that I stream a lot to begin with, but yeah, I usually like to save like, you know, line art and just like mindless coloring things for streams so I can like talk better while I'm doing it. But with this one, I'm just doing some like simple rendering, so I don't think it's gonna be that intrusive on my ability to like speak. So this should be fun. But yeah, how are y'all doing? It's been probably over 6 months since I like talked to y'all live. So how are you doing? What's up? I love interacting with you guys live because I feel like comments and stuff are fun, but it's just so much more fun when we can do it like live in person, you know, like just hanging out. Happy 2 a.m. Oh my gosh. Oh, Bobby, I'm so sorry it's that late for you. I just got done with work, and then I got home, I took a shower, I ate my dinner. I was also, part of the problem was that I haven't been doing a lot. I feel like I'm kind of falling behind as I have like a lot of other projects that I can't really, like it's not something that I would normally post on here. So like I got a t-shirt that I'm doing for like the snowboarding place that I go to. I'm doing stuff for Sonic Expo 2, so that's fun. But like I can't really post that, so there's just like a lot of things especially the past like 2 weeks that I've just been, oh my gosh, you know, I gotta get these things done because they have deadlines, so like drawing fun things is gonna have to wait. And unfortunately, I know if you're waiting on a commission from me, I am trying to survive right now, trying to hit deadlines and things, so, and I also need to just make some normal content to post. So, I'm sorry if you have a commission open with me that I haven't gotten to yet. I promise I will open them up eventually, because I do need to do that, but, yeah. Right now, I have a lot of projects that I'm, like, trying to get through, so hopefully that will be done soon. This is the start of me not being as busy, hopefully. We shall see. I'm gonna knock on wood when I say that because I'm hoping, but Uncle Halo, yes. I fell asleep at 10 p.m. and then woke up at 12 a.m. So I slept 2 hours. Bobby, oh my gosh, insomnia, am I right? Dude, I feel so bad for you. I know. I used to have issues with sleeping too. It is not fun. But hopefully this can entertain you at least a little bit. So I get asked about how I do my shading a lot when I'm doing these drawings. And the answer is not simple. It's kind of simple. It's basically just, I just do whatever feels right. And that usually means thinking about where the light's coming from, so it's over here, and then just like starting to slap down some dark areas wherever I think the light may not be hitting for like when I do shading. And the other tip is just I will leave like the darkest edge, so like let's say on his arm, I will start like in the middle. I'll start shading in the middle. I'll make a line like right where I think the light's gonna stop hitting. And then instead of starting at like the farthest edge from the light source, I'll start like in the middle. And then I will kind of like feather it out towards that back edge, because, oops, that's a large blender. Then what you get is like the far side over here becomes lighter than the spot that the light is like divided. So like down the middle here, this should be the darkest spot, because there will be objects in the surroundings that are like reflecting and things and bouncing off and causing this back edge to actually be a little bit lighter than where the light just stops. So yeah, that's my tip of the day. That's not my eraser. And I genuinely despise whatever color this is that I'm using, so I'm gonna see what color that is. Do not like that. I'm gonna change it. I think I want something a little warmer. Yeah, a purplish. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Back to multiply. I love your art. I hope I get to your level one day. Oh my gosh. Oh, for sure you will. It just takes practice. And like, I'm not at the level that I want to be at. Like, it really, like, when you like save your art that you're like, that you've worked on in the past, you know, because that to me, like when I go back and look at old stuff that I've done, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I've come so far. But you wouldn't necessarily know that unless like you saved your progress. So like genuinely, like if you ever feel like, oh, my art's not like where I want it to be, or like I wish, you know, I wish my style was different, or I wish, you know, I could develop this one skill more, like look back on your old art, because that's like genuinely where all the changes like pop out. And it like, it really does boost your ego a little bit. So like, that's what I would say, is just like go back and like check out some old stuff that you've done and just appreciate the progress that you have made. And then like, as you're practicing, you know, you'll be developing new skills, and then you can look back on where you are today, like in the future, and then you'll be like, oh my gosh, I've come so far. Hi, Yumi the Snow Leopard. I'm doing great. How are you doing? I'm so glad you joined. Oh my god, are we talking about the Sonic with the human nose? No! Oh no, oh no. You guys are gonna make me draw something stupid again, aren't you? Listen, I need to lock in on this. I gotta do a couple layers. But if you're loud enough and you yell at me enough, I might draw something silly for you to giggle about. Uncle Caterpillar. What pen do I use to shade? Okay, so for basically the entirety of this drawing, I have been using, it's called Birdline Sketch Pen. It's from, I think they go by that Tails guy. They do the Tails AU, and it's like the Tails Frontiers AU. And I think they won Sonic Expo's like spring showcase something or other for like best project of some sort. I can't quite remember. I was extremely out of the loop at that point. Just I was super busy, but I'm pretty sure they won a prize for that. But yeah, if you go on their profile, you should, I think they have it still up in one of their like highlighted stories. It's just like a free brush pack that they made, and I just downloaded it and I have been loving it. I've been using this brush for like probably about a year without getting tired of it, or like wanting to switch to something different. I just really like it's like semi-opaque, but it's very smooth, and so it works well for blending, and it works really well for like doing details and stuff like that, because it's also pretty crisp, but it's like soft at the same time. I don't know. It's like a great brush. Like that's like if you're pressing really hard, and then if you press lighter, it goes. It's just there's probably like you can probably set the brush settings to do that on like other brushes, but like default ones, but I just like don't know how to do that, and I like that's on me for not knowing how to do that. And this one is perfect. It's just set perfectly for me. So I am having a blast with it. And yeah, definitely go follow Nick at that Tails guy. Finally thought of something that I want to commission in the future. Just gotta save money. Okay, well, while you're saving money, I will be catching up on all the commissions that I have in the queue. Actually, I think it's only like 2 people that are waiting on me. I think. But yes. Oh my gosh, Eric, I would love to do a commission for you. You have such a wonderful brain full of ideas, and I can't wait to hear about what you what you want me to draw for you. This is the first live since Infinite came back. This is your permission to scream into your microphone and info dump. Okay, well, thanks, Eric. All right, we're starting actually a different drawing. I never rendered this one, so new topic. This is, all right, so Infinite is so cool, and I don't care what anyone says because he is cool, and look at his design. Just look at it. You don't have to like Infinite as a character. Just look at his design. And I don't care what you say about his characterization because it doesn't matter. He looks so freaking cool. And his theme song is fire. And I don't care if he was whining a little bit about being bullied or something. I don't care. He's so cool. Just, he wears a mask and he's so cool. And okay. He's really cool, and I wanted to draw him with this pose that I found on Pinterest, but I didn't end up doing that because I couldn't figure out what pose I want to do. But look at him. I love him so much that I gave him a whole new helmet. I made a whole new one for him because he's so cool, and he deserves more respect because look at him, he's so cool. And he could totally kick their asses, and if they just wrote him better, and I don't care because it's just a headcanon that I have, that he's cool. I headcanon about him so much because I just don't really like what they did with him, so I made my own headcanon, and I forget what's real and what's not, and what's canon and what's not, and what I'm making up and what's fake, and yeah, so, but look at this. Look at this one. Look at him. He's so cool. Oh my gosh. God, can I have that helmet? Like, can I be that cool? Oh my god, okay. I need to stop. This theme song is fire. Infinite grasshoppers. Taj! Hello! I'm so glad to see you. I love shitting on him because it's funny. He's cool as hell. There will be no infinite shitting upon in Epic Ninja! Oh my gosh, hello! Oh my gosh, everyone's here. Infinite is goated. I just wish he had a crazy final form like most Sonic villains. Yes, okay, cool. That's my next task, is to draw Infinite in like a cool super form. Whew, that would go so hard. It's just like Hot Topic emo kid final boss. It's just like a kid that walks out of Hot Topic. That's what it is. I am not weak. Yep, I know. I know. It's a lame line. But I am cringe, but I'm free, guys. Infinite use the Phantom Ruby on you to convince you he isn't a fraud. Oh shit. Oh no. You know, actually, Taj, that's actually kind of not far from the truth because in one of my headcanons, and I do have like multiple of them because I can't decide which one is better. Just like thinking about him. And in one of my headcanons, my OC is literally like goes and she's like trying to help him, but she gets accidentally corrupted by the power of the Phantom Ruby, and then she is like, it like torments her and she can't, like she's basically debilitated and she can't like function properly. So, I mean, yeah, you're hit pretty close to the mark with that one because for me to be thinking about it enough to make it into a headcanon, like an unofficial, like I need to like flesh it out in real writing. I think that'd be so cool. I want to write about it. I want to write all my ideas down in actual novel form, but I've not done that yet, at least in a comprehensive manner. But how did you know, man? You're not cringe. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that. See, guys, I'm not cringe, but I can still like Infinite, and you can think Infinite's cringe, but your drawings are very beautiful. Thank you, Lego Cat. I appreciate it. No, please continue the screeching. Sorry, I'm scrolling backwards through chat right now. I need to design a crazy final form for him too. He's probably gonna look like Super Saiyan Kaiju. Yo! Okay, I can't wait to see that. My headcanon for Sonic is Shadow evolving his chaos abilities. He can make summon swords like Virgil from Devil May Cry, and he just shoots him out on command. Yo! I thought he'd call it Chaos Dagger or something. Yo! That would be so fire. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. You should draw that, Taj. That would be sick. I want to ask you something. How to blow infinite eyes in Procreate. It's really insane. Oh, okay, great. Something I can show you. Cool. Let's see. Let's go to this one. So what I did for this one, I guess this is an okay example of it. I guess I kind of do this on a lot of my drawings. This one specifically, though. So what did I do? I have, okay. Let me pick you up so you can see my layers a little better. Okay, so we have, this is like a warm glow, this like red one. That's just a warm glow. That's just like, actually, let me just turn them all off. Hang on. That's that glow. Okay, so I started with this. So I started by just like using like a hard brush, like this pen probably. Oh, you can't even see that. But it's like, where is it? Yeah, it's just like, it's got a hard edge, right? So I just outlined I just went through like this, colored it in with the red. And then what I did was I went up here to Gaussian blur, and then you can like blur it out and in a little bit. So I blurred the edges of it. So did that, and then I added, this is yellow, just straight up yellow, like a very bright yellow, like probably like something like that. Went over top of the red with that. That is on 100% opacity, and then I did the same like Gaussian blur with that one. Then I did a white layer on top of that on normal, and that's also at 100% opacity. And I believe I may have blurred that a little bit too, it looks like. And then on top of all of that, I have this overlay, and I just used that to kind of go over. I don't think I had to blur that one at all, because I just went over with like a brush that wasn't like 100% opaque and just went over areas that I thought the like orange light would be reflecting on. And so yeah, just use like Gaussian blur. Another really good one is, I will actually go into my, I'll show you how I do it on this drawing too, because Gaussian blur is a good one. Another good one to know is if I go, like, let's say I do that, and actually, I'll just show you what the effect is. I'm just gonna go right here on a new layer. So if I go to, where is it? It's under this little magic wand, and then, let's see, is it bloom? Yeah, bloom is a good one. So then you can, come on, focus, there we go. It will make the insides more white. The edges will, I mean, this isn't a great example, but typically the edges will retain a little bit of like the color, but then it will add like a glow of that same color around the object. So I like bloom, and I like Gaussian blur when I use an add blend mode. Yeah. Anyways, I hope that's helpful. Hello, what are you doing, B? I was drawing, and then I was giving a tutorial, and now I'm reading chat, and now I'm drawing again. Fire Ruby! Yo, thanks for joining. He looks fantastic so far, thank you. He's got his bestie boo. Abigail! Yo! Everyone is joining tonight! I love it. I love it. You guys are awesome. Doing great, just cleaning dishes and doing some art. I love that. I love that you can clean and do art at the same time. I wish I could do that. Okay. Back to this. Let's continue the random bullshit that that is my drawing process. I swear, like, if you ask me specific questions about how I do stuff, I will usually be able to, like, give a coherent answer, or, like, a relatively coherent answer. But if someone asks me, like, yo, like, can you just, like, show me your entire process? I'm like, yeah, sure. I will have zero informative commentary. And it will probably not be super helpful to you, but, yeah, I will just silently do it, and then, it's not helpful. It's like, but yeah, if you have, like, specific questions, or, like, you want tips on, like, something, please ask, because I love, like, someone asked the other day, like, what's the difference between, like, alpha lock and a clipping mask, and I'm like, oh, I can answer that. That's a great, like, specific thing that my brain can, like, chomp on, and I can make a whole video about it, and it can be helpful. And that was great. Lapis the Wolf! Oh my gosh, Pete is here! Hi, Pete! I miss you so much. So good to see you. I hope you're having fun at all of your cons. I see all your pictures. It looks so fun and so exhausting, and I wish I could be there. Oh my gosh, the Tails guy is here. I'm literally using your brushes right now. How do you draw shadows so well? Like, how have you learned where to place them on your art? That's a great question. I think for me, I have just like, I think that's like the main question that people ask about my art is like, how do you learn how to put how do you know where the shadows go? And so I think I've just looked at so many different like pieces of art, and honestly, I think it's just practice. I will look at like 3D models sometimes, but like right now what I'm doing is like this X is like representing where the light's coming from, right? So it's like shining down like this direction. And I'm like, okay, so let's pretend his eyebrow here is like a 3D object, right? So the light's gonna come, it's gonna hit this top part, so it's gonna be light there, and then it's gonna not hit the bottom part, so it's gonna be dark there. And then if I think about his like muzzle as a 3D object, I'm like, okay, well it's gonna stick out, it sticks out a little bit on the top, like where his like nose is, and then by the time it gets out to his nose, it's gonna like curve under, right? So the light's not gonna hit that underside. And honestly, like learning how to do like this kind of thing with the light being like prominent at the top and then dark at the bottom. There was this one, I don't know, I was just scrolling Pinterest one day and I saw like a piece of art that did that, and I was like, oh, that's cool, I should try that. So then I just kind of try it and work it into my process. And then another thing that I do with my like lighting a lot is I'll just go ahead and start a lighting layer real quick. And you can change the color later, obviously. So I'm just gonna pick something kind of arbitrary. Maybe I'll do like a purplish blue. But it's this thing, and I don't know why I do this really. I think I just do it because I saw it in a piece of art that I liked one time, but it's where to make it shiny. It's like there's this shape that goes like that. And it kind of looks like an hourglass, kind of. And then you fill it in like this. And depending on your art style, it can either be, ooh, that's a lot of, wow, okay, there we go, that's better. It can either be like, if I'm doing a very like geometric, like clean, like very clean line art, not a lot of, you know, brush strokes are visible. It can just be this shape right here. And I might use a little bit of like bloom to get the edges to kind of glow a little bit. But it's this shape, right? And so then I'll take my blender, and since I'm doing this in kind of a more like rough style, I guess, you can just kind of blend this and give it a little bit of texture. And usually when I'm laying these lines down, I'll just kind of color it in like this, just kind of quickly get that shape on there. And then I'll take my blender and I'll just kind of blend it in towards the middle a little bit, like that. I like to use, I don't know if it's in my recents, where is it? It's this hair brush. It's a hair brush, but it's got a nice texture to it, and it kind of gives the illusion of like there's quills a little bit, and so it makes it shiny. And so if you do it on all of the quills or anything, like oftentimes they'll have like, there's that supersonic render from Unleashed where he's like saying like, well, if you played nice, I wouldn't have to break all your toys. Like that pose, that specific shot, he's very shiny, and there's like this shine right here. So it's this same shape, this like hourglass kind of shape, but it's kind of bent a little bit. And so it kind of ends up looking like that kind of shape. But when you blend it, and you gotta really put it all over to make it, you know, cohesive and everything, and make it look natural. But basically, yeah, there's just like certain, you'll like look at models, you'll look at different art, you'll look at people's different styles, and you'll kind of like notice things that you're like, if you see something that you're like, oh man, I really like I really like the way this drawing looks or this render looks or something, and then you just sit with it for a second and like try to figure out what it is that's making you like it, and you'll run across things that you can use in your own art and like use to like level up your drawings, you know. So see, he's kind of shiny, but then I would also want to go and like make his eyebrows a little bit with that same glow, so it like, because this feels like a flat texture, well, where this part right here feels like shiny. Like this feels shiny, down here feels kind of like matte. But yeah, I don't know, I hope that's helpful. Very helpful, thank you. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so happy if it's helpful. I feel like sometimes I'm just saying words that only make sense in my brain, but so that's like awesome if you can like understand what the ideas in my brain are trying to, they're trying to come out. They don't really know how to get there, but I'm glad that you're able to interpret them. That commission I had may or may not include supersonic. Yes, Eric. Yes, Eric. I am always so down to draw supersonic. I think, honestly, I think I might have more supersonic drawings than I have of like base sonic, honestly. There's something about, guys, listen, hear me out. There's something about the quills that go up. You know, the swoosh, that's just like so satisfying to draw. I don't know what it is. Supersonic quills do that. I was gonna try and apply for the Sonic Expo Atlanta, but it was way too expensive to go. Yeah, I know. See, like, and if I was like a vendor, like it would help pay. Like it would help. It would, like, usually it can like get pretty close to like, I'll get pretty close to breaking even on like travel and stuff. But then I will be like, oh my gosh, I need these signatures and I need to buy all these things. And then I end up spending any profit that I would have made just on like, just stuff. It's like, yeah, it's money is such a problem. It is cool. Oh, is it cool that I just info dump what I'll be commissioning from you in X amount of time because I think it's like, do it! I don't care, you can tell me ahead of time. I'm stuck doing local cons anyway, so I feel on that. Yeah, Taj, dude, doing cons that are not local, I swear, it's like so stressful. When you have to go travel and you have to take all your stuff, especially if you're like flying is the worst with Artist Alley stuff, because A, you have to like check it in bags, it's super heavy because it's all just paper, and or you have to like 2 weeks ahead of time plan to like ship it out to whatever, and you have to like coordinate with the hotel and be like, hey, do you have a spot that I can like pick up my stuff? Like, do you have a business center? You have to do like all the logistics of like the shipping it. Granted, I just don't like doing logistics, so I am making it sound like a bigger deal than it is, but like I hate it so much. I like genuinely, the like logistics of traveling with an Artist Alley setup is just, it's horrible. I just don't like it. especially when it's like somewhere that you haven't been before and like everything's new, and like I already get stressed out enough like when I am in unfamiliar like scenarios and like locations. So it's like so stressful for me. So local cons, you just throw everything in your car, drive it over there. It doesn't even have to, like, all you have to do is throw it in like a wagon or something and like call it good. And then you're like set. You just, you don't have to make sure like, oh, is everything packed right so that the UPS guys are not gonna like damage anything when they're throwing it around. Is it like, is it safe from water damage if it accidentally gets thrown in like a puddle or something? You know, like you don't have to worry about it. You just throw it in your car and you go. So local cons are like a hell yeah moment for me. And yeah, we're just hanging out. We're having a great little stream here. This is great. This is making me so happy, guys. I have not streamed in forever. Every time I stream, I'm like, I swear, this time it's gonna be different. This time it's gonna be a consistent, regularly occurring like thing. And then I get swamped with something and I'm like, I can't stream for another 6 months. I just have too many hobbies. I'm like, shoot, well, I gotta ride my motorcycle today because it's nice out. I can't stream. These priorities, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so... I love him so much! Blurry, I yelled too loud. There we go. Sorry guys, she's a little autistic. Yeah, yeah, you think? Davis? Oh my god. Who's the greatest aura farmer in Sonic? My guess is Shadow or Sonic. Yeah. Yeah, Neo Metal, oh, that's a good one. Neo Metal is an aura farmer, but, you know, actually, I'm gonna say Infinite's the most, like, he aura farms the most because the definition of aura farming is doing, like, unnecessary things just to look cool. And I feel like Infinite does a lot of, like, cringe and unnecessary things to, like, try to build his ego back up. And he's trying so hard. So I don't know if that's like aura farming or if that's actually just like he's just like trying too hard. Silver YT! Oh my gosh! Hi, how are you? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you joined. I genuinely like, I feel like I don't ever see you on Instagram. And Instagram's like my main, like if someone's gonna interact with me, like like Discord, I'm gonna forget. I don't know. I'm so bad with Discord. Instagram, I'll see stuff. But like, I know you're not on Instagram a lot. And so I feel like I never see you, and it's like partly my own fault because I just don't go on Discord or YouTube that much, really. So hi, it's so good to see you. I literally only have Insta to follow people and message people, literally. Yeah, and I got scared of a bunch of AI stuff that was happening on Twitter, like, a few months ago, and so I, like, completely stopped posting on Twitter, too, and so I was like, oh my gosh, and so I just, like, left. Like, I didn't delete my account, I just, like, quit posting, and I quit, like, being on the app, and then I forget about Bluesky, and it's like, if the app doesn't have a feature that allows me to, like, schedule my content ahead of time for free, I'm not gonna, I can't work into my, like, workflow, like, it just doesn't work, so I just end up forgetting to post on, like, a bunch of different platforms. And then all I have is Instagram left. TikTok makes my phone just act like it's never worked in its life, and I don't know why. Dude, yeah, like, some apps are just, like, so slow. I just got a new phone, so it's, like, working pretty seamlessly for the time being, which is great. I have so much more, like, storage and battery life. Like, I've been streaming for, like, an hour, and I'm not even half out of battery yet, which is great. Like, genuinely so nice. And I have so much more, like, like, my old phone was just packed. Like, the storage was, like, full, and I couldn't do anything. I was, like, scared to film, because I would film, like, maybe a 4-minute video, and it would just be like, oh, sorry, you're, like, out of storage, can't film anymore. Like, oh, great, okay, that's so helpful. So then I'd go delete a bunch of stuff, I have to go through all my files, do a bunch of file management, because I don't want to pay for cloud storage, and I do have an external drive, so I just put stuff on there. But, yeah, so having a new phone, man, it's like a game changer. But I still get worried sometimes when I'm filming, like, for longer stretches. Like, oh, is it gonna, like, how much storage do I have left? You know, like, I get scared. It's probably another hang up of why I just don't, like, film a lot of, like, long-form content. Which, like, dude, I would love, I wanna, at some point, do, like, long-ass YouTube videos. But I'm kind of starting out with just, like, posting some of those, like, tips and tricks, like, reels and stuff, like, how-tos. Like, I want to get into, like, actual, like, YouTube tutorials at some point, but I want to start small. And, like, if I enjoy doing the short form, like, reels ones, then I will move on to, like, longer form ones where I can, like, yap about, I don't know, color theory that I know nothing about. I submitted as a content creator guest. We'll see what happens. Yo! Oh my gosh. Yes, Yoshi. Like, that would be so sick. Like, if you had, cause like, content creators, they do that meet and greet for, like, every single one of them, I think, right? Like, they do the little, like, hour or whatever, meet and greet. That would be so sick. I like, briefly looked. I was like, I wonder what, like, the content creator application looks like. And I was like, I know I'm not, you know, I'm, like, definitely more in the category of, you know, artist, alley, like, that's, like, genuinely probably where I'm gonna just end up staying. But I'm like, if I, like, wanted to be a content creator, like, what would that look like? And the application, I was like, oh, shoot. They're like, do you have a lot of knowledge about Sonic stuff? And I'm like, not by Sonic fan standards. And I'm like, all right, nope. I don't think I'm qualified. I don't think like, I can yap about art. I can yap about Sonic, but I can only yap about the niche parts of Sonic that I know and like. And from a purely, like, personal experience standpoint, and not like, oh, comparing this game to that game, this one does this better and that one, you know, like, no, I just like the colors that are in this one game, and I just like the art style, and that's it. Like, that's my only like, piece of, I don't know, Sonic information that I would have stored in my brain at any given moment. So I'm like, okay, by those standards, definitely, like, I wouldn't want to be on stage talking about why SA2 is better than, you know, insert whatever Sonic game. Like, cause I don't know, I barely played through SA2. I like looking at it. I do want to play it, I just don't have time to play it, and also, I just like looking at the pretty colors. Hence, my Sonic Colors is my favorite game. Because the colors are so pretty! Anyways, your dad is so cool. I will tell him that. He is so cool. I love my dad. Couldn't you charge your phone while streaming? Yes, yeah. It's just like a little bit cumbersome with how I have balanced my devices on multiple stacks of books and boxes, and hangers and lamps, and yeah, it's a little bit precarious. Oh man, I love Sonic. I love Sonic people. I love Sonic and I love Sonic people. And you know what else I love? This guy right here. He's so cool. Look at him. He's so cool. Oh my god. Okay. Anyways. What kind of brush do you use to blur? Oh, the blur that I'm doing right now. Okay, so that brush is part of a free, what is it? It's this free anime basic. I'm not sure, I just found it on the internet. Let's see where, and it's this hair. It's this hair one. But it was a free set that I just found online. Free anime basic. You might be able to Google that, honestly. But it's got this sketch brush, a line brush, a color, a soft blend, a very soft, a hair, very soft hair, and a halftone. I really only use the hair from this set. The sketch brush is really nice. I do use that for sketching sometimes. Line is pretty nice. I usually just use Technical Pen from Procreate though. And then everything else I use is from that bird guy, and it's this Birdline sketch pen. But yeah. He needs his wings. Yo, yeah, that would be cool if I put his wings like coming out like that over Sonic. Oh, wouldn't that be cute? Oh my god, I love them so much. Okay. Maybe I will, but they're kind of like positioned in a weird... I'd have to like move them around a little bit and then like make some more space. Oh, that would actually be so cute though. I love that idea. I'm gonna yell if you incorporate 6-7 in a post. And this is 6 and this is 7. There you go. There you go. I had a picture idea for Sonic 3's theater run where I'd bow in front of a cutout of Shadow. The caption would have been, "Bow your heads though, all hail Shadow." Yeah! I didn't do it because I was a coward. Shadow would kill me for that. Oh my god! You gotta just embrace that I am all of me, right? You know, you are all of you, and that includes like bowing to Shadow, Shadow's cardboard cutout if you want to do that. Oh my gosh, that's so, I was genuinely going to ask my theater, I was like, hey, what are you doing with these cardboard things, like, once you're done with them? But I was like, oh, I'll do it, like, I was planning on seeing the movie so many times, and I was like, oh, they'll have it the next time I'm here, like, tomorrow. And then I was, like, gonna ask them, but I was, like, with a group of friends one time that they were like, oh, we should go see a movie. What do you want to see? And I was like, well, Sonic's in theaters, like Sonic 3. And they're like, all right, let's go see Sonic. And I was like, oh, I should ask for it. But then all my friends were like walking out. I was like, oh, I gotta like go catch up. And then I ended up, I was like, I'll just do it later. Didn't end up doing it later. Didn't end up getting the cardboard cutout. So mad at myself. I'm the only person in my city that probably would have wanted the cutout, but hey, you know, well, you live and learn, I guess. Seriously, thank you guys all for being here. This is so much fun. I'm so glad we get to hang out and do fun things like this. Like I genuinely do not take for granted that anyone shows up to like watch me just doodle around on my little iPad right here. And I just love that we get to hang out, and this is so much fun. I love interacting with everyone in real time, because this is what it's all about, guys, you know? Community. Now, usually, what I like to do is I like to do one layer of, like, normal shading, and then I'll do another layer on top of that to really get into the deep, deep shadows and make everything pop a lot more. So I think I'm gonna have to add another multiply layer here at some point, because like his shoes are gonna need some more detailed shading in some areas. Okay, back to highlights. Have you played Tamagotchi Life? I have not. It looks fun. I don't know much about it. It kind of looks like Animal Crossing, but you're me. Is that right? It's like Animal Crossing, but it's me's. Is that what it is? Like, can someone explain to me what the, like, premise of the game is, or like what you do? Because I do love, like, a chill, you know, like, oh, open, like, generally open world, you kind of, like, run around and, like, talk to people and NPCs and, you know, like, that style of game. Like, that is very fun for me. I loved Animal Crossing growing up. Like, that was one of my favorite games besides Sonic, obviously. Honestly, I'm not interested in Tamagotchi Life myself. If you get into it, I hope you have fun. Yeah, I have a hard time believing that I will be getting into any new games anytime soon. Okay. This is my problem, okay, guys. I love the idea of video games. I used to love playing them when I was a kid. However, I realized that in order to have fun playing video games, you actually have to be good at the video game, in most cases. Unless it's like a game that's just like, you know, dialogue, like I don't even know what that genre is called, like, you know, like Doki Doki Literature Club, or just like you know, it's just dialogue based. You don't have to like have any skills. There's no like, oh, you gotta get headshots and, you know, you gotta be good at, you know, speed running or something. But yeah, it's like I don't have the time to practice the game enough to make it fun. And so I will just be like, oh my gosh, I just love all of the designs and the art style from this game. I just love it so much. Like, it's so pretty. And so I'll just, literally what I did yesterday, I sat on my living room floor, I pulled up a YouTube video of someone playing Fortnite, just like a Fortnite note commentary from like one of my favorite seasons of Fortnite with like my favorite art style and everything. It was like one, they had like, I don't know, Nightshade Forest, I think was one of the locations that I really liked. And it was like, it had the pink trees and the purple, and there were like fireflies, and it was so pretty. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I just want to like enjoy this art in this environment. But I also want to draw at the same time. And so I pulled up this YouTube video, and I just sat there, and I was just sketching in my sketchbook. And I was like, this is great. And I wish that I was like really, you know, like invested in, you know, getting better at the game. But I can still like get the same, well, some of the same enjoyment out of the game when I'm just like watching someone play it and like looking, like enjoying the artistry of it, but not actually having to be good at it, you know? Because get me wrong, like I love playing like Fortnite, I love like when you get a headshot, you're like, oh yeah, I got him, you know, it's like, it feels so good. You like get that dopamine rush, you're like, oh yeah, I got that shot. And obviously it feels great to win and everything, but it also doesn't feel great to lose. And I tend to do a lot of that. So yeah, and like, if you don't, like, I used to be able to S rank, you know, in Frontiers, I think it's like 1-2, and it's like the hardest one to S rank. I did S rank it, but I also sat there for 2 hours one night when I didn't have anything else to do, and I just went over and over and over and over and over until I got the S rank. And then I was like, all right, I did it. And then I put the game away for probably like 6 months, picked it back up again. I was like, wait, controls are what? How do I do this again? And like, my speeds are way down. If you asked me to S rank 1-2 right now, I could not do it. Like, genuinely, it would take me forever to relearn how to like S rank that. I S ranked the like first, what is it? Like, boss rush, combat rush, battle rush, is that what it's called, I think, in Frontiers? I S ranked that one. I was like, great, that's great, that felt really good. I worked for a long time on trying to get that. Finally S ranked it. I was like, great, that's awesome, on to the next one. And then I got busy and I forgot how to do all of it, and then I came back. So like, if I try to pick it up again and like S rank the next one, ain't no way I'm gonna be able to do that. It like, I lost all of my skill. It's because it is like a thing that you have to practice. You have to like maintain that skill. And I just like, I don't have the time to do that, especially when I'm like just doing this most of the time. Anyways, 1-2 is a nightmare. You got to use speedrun tactics to get it. Yeah, I know. I was so proud of myself when I finally got it, and like, absolutely, I would not be able to do it right now. Like, if you ask me, like, oh, like, speedrun 1-2, I'm not getting anywhere close to what I would have gotten, like, I don't know, a few years ago when I was, like, deep into the, you know, I was like, oh, I just got there. I was, like, getting back into Sonic after, like, you know, not touching it all for, like, I don't even know, 10 years maybe. I was like, oh my gosh, I want to play Sonic games like I used to play them when I was a kid. Then realized I'm not a kid anymore, and I actually have to go to work, and I have responsibilities, and I have to pay my rent, and I have to like make money, and I have to do things that make money, and I can't just sit and play video games all day. It sucks. Unless video games are your job. If you're like really good at them, you can make money doing them, but then it's your job. Money ruins everything, I swear. Titans were easy for me because I can save files for them and play them constantly. Yeah. Have you been playing Crossworlds recently? No, because I don't have it. I never got it. I was like, listen, I love a good Sonic racing game, right? I have Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing on the Wii, and I love that game. It's like very basic compared to Crossworlds, right? Like, it's got, my favorite part about that game is the announcer, but I'm like, look, I already have this Sonic racing game, okay? If I want to play a Sonic racing game, I don't need to spend $80 on a new game. I have this one. This is great. The only reason I would get Crossworlds is to, if I was going to get Crossworlds and I wanted to play with friends, they would cream me immediately. I would not stand a chance, and I would just get wiped off the map immediately. I'd be like, they'd be like, oh, who won that round? Oh, I'd be in last place the entire time. It wouldn't be fun. And, also, I was like, yeah, I can't spend $80 on this. The other reason that I would want to get it is because the character interactions in that game are so cool. That's like another one of my favorite things about pretty much any type of fiction is just like seeing the like micro interactions between characters, right? Like I'm not even as interested in like overarching plot lines as I am just like the like very specific verbiage between characters, like the words they use, like the interactions and the things that they say to each other specifically. So that aspect of Crossworlds, I'm like, oh, this is candy for me, right? Like, this is everything. Like, I love that. But, you know what? I didn't need to spend $80 for that. I was like, I can find these on YouTube. Unfortunately, I could find them on YouTube. For free. Actually, that's fortunate for me, but, like, unfortunate for the game devs because I'm not buying their game now. But yeah, I was like, well, the value that I would get out of this game is a fun racing game for me to play by myself, because if I played it with other people, I'm just gonna get smoked. Play by myself. I already have a Sonic racing game I can play by myself that I love playing. And it's super fun, and it's nostalgic, and I can play whenever I want, and I have it. And the other benefit would be seeing the interactions between the characters, which again, I can get for free on YouTube. And I kind of want to buy my groceries this week. So, yeah, unfortunately, don't have Crossworlds. But man, I saw the Extreme Gear is in there. We got Miku is in there. Oh my god. That, to play as Miku, that would be awesome. But again, I can play as Miku in Fortnite, so I also have that itch scratched elsewhere, so, yeah. Would you wait for a sale? Maybe. I also don't really have very good, like, equipment. Like, the console, I have a Switch. That's what I have. I have an old, crappy PC, and it just is so old and so shitty. It just does not do anything. Like, it won't run hardly anything. So I don't even think I could get it on Steam. I don't think I could get it to run on my PC. And the other console I have is my Wii. That's old. Clearly I'm not going to get it on the Wii. And then like an old original Xbox. That's my dad's. So, yeah, even if I were to like wait for a sale, I don't really have the equipment to play it on. Like, I can't, like, if I want to continue to even like play Fortnite at all, I'm gonna need a new console, because that game is getting so big that it is choking my Switch. Like, my Switch is so dead. Like, the low poly, when I tell you that everything is just so low poly in Fortnite for me on my Switch, it's egregious. It's so bad. So I do need to upgrade. I need to get like a nice console at some point. But again, like, I can't really justify it because I don't spend enough time playing games. And I'm like, okay, well, do I buy like do I save my money and do I buy like a new pair of snowboard boots? Or do I buy a new console? And unfortunately, the snowboard boots win, because I need new snowboard boots. I always need new snowboard boots. And they're like $300, like the same amount of money. Actually, no, consoles are probably more like $500, but still. Boots, I need to buy like armor for when I ride my motorcycle, because I've just been riding in like jeans and a hoodie, and it's not, don't do that. But I do it, but don't do that. It's bad. I need to get actual armor. There's just like a lot of things that I do need more than I need a new console. So unfortunately, yeah, that's where I'm at with that. That's so real. I play on Switch and oh my god, the updates cooked it. Literally. Miku and Maria Generations is a cult classic Sega game. Yo! Oh my gosh, Eric! I want to draw that now. That is hilarious. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, that would be... Oh, that would be so cute. I was literally just thinking about Maria and Miku today, and I was like, I want to draw them. Oh my gosh, I want to draw them so bad. They're so cute. Alright, this is my inspiration now. The only downside to getting a PC now, AI ruining everything. Oh shoot, really? Like in what way? Okay, I'm gonna skip to the bottom. Maria in a Miku outfit. Oh, that's adorable. Wait. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Oh man, I'm gonna have to, oh man. I'm gonna have to draw that. You put Sonic, if you put your Sonic Colors art on your Ko-fi, it will quickly solve your money problems. Okay, Eric, I know. See, this is the other thing. I don't have time to play video games because I'm doing this stuff, and I have not had time to put stuff on my Ko-fi yet. And anytime that I do have any spare time, I'm like, I want to sleep. I want to relax. Oh my god. Yeah, that is magnificent artwork. You should have your own business. I mean, I do have a Ko-fi shop, link in bio, if you want to. I'm not selling this one specifically, but I have lots of other Sonic and Shadow ones. As we were just talking about my Ko-fi issues with my Ko-fi. Not having all of my artwork on my Ko-fi shop yet. But lots of it's up there. Stuff that I have in stock is up there. And thank you. I love Neo Metal Sonic. Same. It's pretty sick. Who's your favorite Vocaloid? Well, Miku, because I don't really know any of the other ones. Like, I know Tato? Is that the one with the red hair? And I know there's, like, the brother and the sister that are, like, blonde. Like, the yellow ones. But that's, like, pretty much the extent of my Vocaloid knowledge. I don't really know much about it. I just, like, think Miku is really adorable, and so I think she looks cute. Same reason I like Sonic, same reason I like Shadow, same reason I like Master Chief. They just look cool or adorable. I just like looking at them, and so I draw them, and it's fun, and yeah. Random question, but are the Doom Wings still going to be in the art, or are we saving that for another time? Oh, that's a good question. I want to add them, but I feel like at this point, like, at this moment, drawing Doom Wings sounds extremely taxing. They're so intricate. I don't know. I think for right now, I think this is gonna be the extent of it. I may go add them later, but genuinely, I don't know. I think I would, I don't know. Most likely not, I'll just say this, most likely not, but if I am so bored and have nothing else to do and I want to torture myself with drawing Doom Wings, I will. They don't have to be exact. That's true. That's true. Most people can't tell if you're off model. Yes, that's fair. Yeah. I think, okay, here's what I'll say. I think at this moment, while I'm like streaming, while I'm like trying to talk, like it's gonna be very hard for me to draw new wings because it's gonna use like a different part of my brain that I will need to be using for talking, and so I will start mumbling and I will not be coherent. I will probably be going silent for a while, and I don't want to do that to you guys. So if I add them, I will do it off stream, most likely. But yes, I would like to add them because I think that would be really adorable. Let's see. You can just make them more dragonish. Oh yeah, that's true. Not stringy. Oh, that's true, that's true. Okay, you know what, let's try it. Let's try it. We're gonna crop this canvas a little bit so we can, let's see, what are we at? Okay. Let's do this. Maybe just give us some more room to work with. I don't really know. And then, oh man, this is gonna be great. Okay. I'm gonna select, what's this? Everything. Maybe move shadow over, whoa. Move shadow over a little bit. So he has room. Aww. Wait, this is actually gonna be so cute. Okay. And then maybe we move them both down a little bit so we have room. Oh, here we go. Whose art is this? I really liked this one. I can't remember who this is, but gosh, it's beautiful. Okay, we're just gonna, whoa, trying to move my reference. There we go. Okay, so they kind of gave him, yeah, they kind of look like goofy noodles or something. Okay, interesting. I could actually just use the other art that I did of his doom wings for this, but let's see, should I make it, I'm trying to decide if I should make it come out this way, because it's gonna be kind of like that, right? Something like that. Oh, we got Sonic Rush soundtrack. Okay. Now I feel like, yeah. See, I'm not talking as much as I can't. Like, my brain is like, where? What? You can't talk and do this at the same time. Okay, you know what? I discovered I can't. I discovered I can't actually do it. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry. I can't stream and draw forms from my memory. Gotta ask, how do you get the paper drawing sound effect when you draw on your iPad? So it's not a sound effect. It's actually a really old, well, it's a really old screen protector. It was like a paper textured screen protector. And if I turn on my light here and turn off my, you can see how scratched the center of it is. You can see that it's, I don't know if you can see in the reflection, but like this whole area in the middle. It was nice while it lasted, and honestly, it was a little bit like the one that I got was almost a little too abrasive for me. And so I do actually kind of prefer it without as much like grit and like texture on it. So yeah, holy scratch. Sounds like an actual pencil. Yeah, it's, I wish you could like feel it, because it like, it used to feel pretty cool. I mean, it's like very worn down now. It's definitely not like smooth like a normal iPad screen. But I genuinely, like, don't really intend to get a new one because I just like how it feels worn all the way down. It is just, like, if I'm sitting in the sun and the sun's, like, shining onto my screen, the, like, scratches in the center make it a little bit harder to see, like, what I'm doing because of the reflection. But, you know, it's, like, it was worth it. And it's, like, keeping my actual iPad safe, so, you know, I'm here for it. Okay, now we're gonna go in. I wanna change this a little bit, though. I wanna make him a little bit lighter. I kind of want to make him... Yeah, I like that better. And the background is... What is this, like gray? I want this a little bit cooler background. Oh, that's much better. I like that. Okay. I think the first live that I joined was the Doomwing Shadow, which ended up at Kirk's table. Yes, that's right! Oh my gosh! So if he ever shows up near me, I know going in what to get. Literally, oh my gosh. I did stream that, didn't I? Wow, that's right, that was a long time ago. It's like a year, like a year or two? I don't know. It's been a while, it's been a minute. Oh man. I am so glad you stuck around, Eric. I love having you in these streams. Yeah, and definitely, if you ever have the chance, go see Kirk because he's such a sweetheart and he's amazing. Okay. Sonic Colors OST healing my soul right now. Same, bro. Same. Oh my gosh. I was gonna say something when it came on, but my soul was just in heaven in that moment and I couldn't even, like, I couldn't speak. I was just like, oh, yep. Yep. This is my life now. I love everything. Everything's great. Everything is awesome. Gosh, literally hearing Sonic Colors OST like makes me want to cry sometimes, like tears of joy. I can't explain it. It just you had to grow up with it. You have to have like extreme nostalgia for it. I don't know why I have such an attachment to it. I just do. It does kind of, the aesthetic of that entire game does kind of inspire all of my entire art style, so, like, you know. I promise, Eric, I promise I will get that Sonic Colors one on, because I want, on Ko-fi, because I also want a print of it. I want it to be in my house on my wall, too. I spent, like, 8 hours up-resing it so that I could print it at, like, a huge size. Like, I think it was, like, 24 by 36 or something. And I meant to experiment and see what vendors I could get for, like, a large-scale print like that. And then I forgot. I got busy and I forgot. Silly, stupid me. And I actually, you know what? I don't think I forgot. I think I was just like, oh, then I have to spend money and I have to buy a thing. And I was like, no, this is not something that I need to buy. It's something that I want to buy. And so I'm going to wait. So I never bought it. But yeah, is there a demand for a large scale, like 24 by 36 of, literally this, can I just, like, I can't just, oh, there, this one, large scale, 24 by 36, anyone, any takers? Or do we just want, like, I don't know what my largest one is right now, like, 11 by 17-ish. aquarium park my childhood. Literally. Everything is good when you're part of the team. Yup. I always had a healing arc with Sonic Colors. I had a healing arc with Sonic Colors this year. So it's officially in my top 10 Sonic games now. Love that. Oh my gosh. I literally... I don't know what it is about colors. It's just like... I used to quote that, like the cutscenes from that game, to my sister. Like we shared a room, right? And so as we were like goofing around, supposed to go to bed, you know, whatever. We'd be laying in bed, we'd be talking. And I'd be like, okay, do you wanna listen to the Sonic Colors, like, cutscenes? Because I memorized all of them. Just pick a number. Just say any number, and I'll know which one it is, and I'll recite it for you. And so I would literally quote entire cutscenes, beginning to end, in character, to my sister. She probably thought I was crazy. As we were, like, supposed to go to bed, like, falling asleep at night. It was, yeah. Dude, the Sonic hyperfixation, like, it doesn't go away. I don't know what to do. Like, there's, like, once you're a Sonic fan, it's like you can't escape. You're stuck here. Welcome to the I would say prison, but it's really not. It's really great. I love it here. Are you still a graphic designer? I am. Well, I'm a digital designer. I am doing more like web design stuff now. But yeah, anyways, I wanna be a YouTuber someday, but I just, like, don't know. I'm like trying to figure out how to work up to that, you know. And I'm gonna take it kind of slow at first and just, like, testing it out, making, like, the little 30-second, like, tutorial reels and little tips and stuff. And if I can handle that, I'll up the game another level till I get to where I want to be, I guess. But yeah. Okay, well, look at them. Well, maybe I should add pupils to their eyes after I want to make his smile stand out a little bit. I gotta get that a little bit more. Ooh, yikes. I don't know if I like that. Oh, look at them. Look at them. Aren't they cute? Oh. Guys, we have to give her all our money so she can quit her job and be like Mr. B. Oh my god, no. No, no, no. That's not the type of YouTuber I want to be like, actually. Okay, well, I think that's where I'm going to end it for tonight.